Hi everybody, this is Kevin Purcell from GottaBeMobile.com, and today I've got a product from iHome. It's called the iDM12 Rechargeable Bluetooth Speakers, and it is made with the iPad and iOS devices in mind, but it's not just limited to that. First thing you notice, it's pretty small. Here I've got my iPhone just by comparison, so you can see the size difference here. When you get it in the package, it comes with this attachment here on the front, and so it kind of looks like a little bullet almost, maybe a pill. But you pull that thing off, and on the back here it's got a little compartment, almost looks like a battery compartment, but it flips out and that holds the thing up. Now this stand right here, what it is, these feet on the bottom flip out, and you turn it over, and it is intended to hold your iPad. So I'll pull out here my iPad and put it in there, and you can see how it's made to work. And it works pretty well for that. The iPad is fairly sturdy in the stand. You put it in portrait mode, it's not quite as sturdy, but it still works. But most people would probably put it this way and view a video on it, something like that. We can pull up and show you there's Hulu Plus. So if you wanted to watch a TV show with the iPad, this would work well, and you get a little bit better sound. One of the things I noticed when I first got the iPad, I thought the speakers were adequate, but my experience now is the speakers on the iPad 2 are just not very good. So something like this would be really helpful. Now what's cool about it is it is Bluetooth capable. On the top of it here, you have the 4 buttons. The power button is the first one, and you have to hold that in for a few seconds to get it to turn on. Now when it first turns on, if it's got that amber light, that means it's looking for a Bluetooth signal. The green solid light means that the battery's got a decent charge on it. And if it starts flashing, that means that the battery is running down and it's time to charge it up. You can plug it in, and we'll show you that cable in just a second, and it'll flash. And then here's the volume buttons, up and down. And then of course it's got a play and pause button, which is also used to pair it. Pairing it through Bluetooth to either your iPad, to another Bluetooth enabled device. I've had it paired to my MacBook and my iPhone and my HTC Thunderbolt, which is an Android phone. And I've also had it paired to the iPad. And it works well. Now we'll go ahead and pair it to the iPad. Alright, so in order to pair it with the iPad, what you do is you hold in the play pause button. It'll make a beeping sound and you see it flashing. Now we've already paired it once, so we've already got the iDM12 there, and now it says it's connected. So let's go on out of here, go back into Hulu, and I don't know what's on here. I guess that's MTV News. Let's see, give you a chance to hear how it sounds. Now it's turned way down, so as I turn it up,
this is another one that I started on a White Shadow.
So it's playing this video here.
She played this to me, and I think it was in the beginning in Australia, and you know, we sat down and she.
And as you heard it playing, you can't really feel it because you're on camera. You're watching this video, but the bass on this thing is actually very good. I've got some video of playing something, and I've got it sitting on my aluminum case of the MacBook Pro and playing some music on it, and it just was bouncing so much that it started wiggling going forward, and that just shows you how loud the bass is. It's got definitely plenty of volume. You're not going to have any trouble hearing this thing.
Started singing the melody and lyric, and you know, open up a track.
Let's go into the iPad's built-in video player. Alright, this is a podcast that I was playing. notice as I hit the play and pause button, it pauses the video. Hit the play button and it starts it back up. Alright, so we'll exit out of that. So that's showing it paired to the iPad, and it works really well that way. Again, I've had it paired to my iPhone, and I've had it paired with my HTC Thunderbolt, and all of them have worked just fine. I found that pairing it is not a problem. And one of the cool things that we did is, we'll show you the pictures here in the video. We took it outside and we put the iHome speakers, just sat it on the edge of our grill and walked away into the backyard, and you can see how far away we got, and it was still giving a real good strong signal. The Bluetooth says it'll last up to about 25 to 30 feet, and maybe even more than that. The volume was loud enough from that distance we could hear it just fine. We went into the front yard, set it on the tailgate of our SUV, and walked down the driveway another 20 to 30 feet, something like that. I had no problems. We put the iHome here in the office and walked into another room, which has a wall between us, and through the wall the Bluetooth was still connecting, and we could hear even in that other room. And then of course across from one end of our house to the other end. So the sound is loud enough and the Bluetooth signal strong enough that you can have it 20 to 30 feet away without it dropping. It begins to drop a little bit when you're going through a couple walls like we did in our house upstairs, and it did start to drop it out a little bit then. So it's got a real good strong signal. Now around here on the back, of course, it has the stand that flips out. It's got this switch, and it switches from Bluetooth mode to auxiliary mode. And our experience has been that unless you have the speakers turned off first, that it will not switch properly. So now we've turned it off, and switch it either way you want to go. Then you turn it back on and it'll work in the different modes. The input on here, this is a micro or a mini USB cable port, and it comes with the cable. We'll show that to you. See, on this end you plug in the cable like so, and then with this end you plug this in. You can charge it. Now you can just plug it into a computer USB port, and as long as it's got enough power to charge it, it'll charge up the battery. It says that you should charge it for up to 8 hours the first time you use it. In our experience, it got all the way to a full charge a lot shorter than that. So I think it comes with some a little bit of a charge in the battery. You'll know that it's fully charged because that green light will go from flashing to solid green on the front. And then it also has a 3.5 millimeter, or as some people call it, 1/8 inch stereo headphone jack. And that's why you use this switch right here. If it's on Bluetooth, theoretically this won't work. And if it's on auxiliary, the Bluetooth won't work, but this will work. And so, you know, we've used it and plugged it into a number of different devices, and the sound plays through it just fine. In fact, the sound actually sounds a little bit better using the jack than it does when you hook it up through Bluetooth. Now, the Bluetooth audio quality is good. Like we said before, it's got very good bass. It's very loud. It's pretty clear as long as you're within about 20 feet. Sometimes it drops out. The sound is not, you know, it's not great. These are $70 speakers, which for an accessory like this may, you know, for some of you, if you're like me, you're kind of a cheapskate, that may seem expensive. Others of you, you're willing to spend a lot more money. But, you know, for the sound quality that it has, I think that's a good price on it. You can get it for slightly less than that if you go online and look around. We're really happy with these, with the stand, being able to pair it with a number of different Bluetooth devices. And if you don't have Bluetooth, you can just use the jack. We're real pleased with this. We think it's a great option. The battery lasts all day long. So, you know, you could use this in a lot of different ways. Pull it out on the beach and play some music. Maybe at the pool side. Just be careful about the water. If you're, you know, at the park on a picnic or whatever. Maybe you are in a boardroom and you need a small portable sound system to play a video on your laptop or your iPad in a presentation. This will do. It'll do a nice job. It'll fill the room. even if you have 15, 20 people in a small boardroom or something like that. You're not going to put it in a large auditorium. You're not going to have it try to fill a huge outdoor space, although it will fill some space. And so we think it's a real positive, and we're looking forward to being able to use it some more. But in the couple weeks that we've had it so far, it's been a really nice tool, an excellent accessory, and so we really give it a recommendation that you buy it. You'll be happy with it, and like most iHome products, it's a really good quality accessory. This has been Kevin Purcell for Gotta Be Mobile with the iHome iDM12 rechargeable Bluetooth enabled stereo speakers. Thanks for watching.